Welcome to Sonic Show X, a Sonic X video podcast where every fortnight, 2 weeks, me and a random guest will watch an episode of Sonic X and talk about it, as well as any facts or trivia about the episode and more. This is the very first pilot episode with Cisco, and we both had a lot of fun. It's a really good start to the series, and I hope you guys enjoy it. What did you think, 123OMEGA, of Sonic X, episode 1?
I mean, every time I go back and revisit episode 1 of Sonic X, or even the series as a whole, it just gets worse every single time I watch it, honestly. But to be honest, it's so cheesy that it goes full circle and gets good again. So yeah, I appreciate watching the episode with you today, but I don't think I'll be having many good memories from it. It should just stay in the early 2000s.
It hurts. It hurts. Sonic X is easily my favorite Sonic IP. Like, if you think of, like, different Sonic franchises, Sonic X is, like, the pinnacle. You're right. It is so corny and cheesy, and I love that about it. It is just an absolute, just fun time. Like, when the cops are trying to grab Sonics.
No, my God. Yeah, there was some good moments. I'd say call it the best. It's not the best, but it's the most okay part of it. Was the race between the Sonic and the driver. What's he called? The police. The S squad. That's
team.
Right.
Team.
The S team. Composed of like 5 drivers, one of them being morbidly obese.
Come on, dude. He was not. He was a very healthy weight, dude. Come on.
Bro, no, put a screenshot on screen and just see how chubby he is compared to the rest of them. Like, oh, does he go back home to celebrate with his wife and kids of catching the criminal with some KFC?
So what were your experiences of Sonic X when you were younger? Like, how did you first watch it? Now, just get me in the mind of young Francisco, first time seeing Sonic X, episode 1.
So I was in a hospital.
Okay.
Bear with me with this. I had just had an operation on my ankle. This is yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at hospital, had a broken ankle, and that came up on the TV in the room. So I got into it then. I must have been like 7 or something like that. And I was like, I was fascinated by it because like it's an animal with gloves. Like who's not gonna like that as a 7-year-old kid?
Did you have a Game Boy Advance growing up?
I did. Around that time.
Did you have the Sonic X Game Boy video?
No, and I'm so glad I know which one you're talking about. I am so glad that who was smart enough to buy that. Like, it's just isn't it just one episode or something?
It's
in
2.
Like, why? What was the point of that? It just looks so crushed.
They also have one of either Shrek or Shrek 2.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's just
they had a lot. They had like Nick Cartoons one that had like a 3, I think, but they were like the worst quality ever. They were so bad.
Did these even sell well? Like, I don't see the.
Let's pull up the numbers. I can't find sales figures.
I'm looking at it now on YouTube. Holy crap!
So this is what Sonic X looked like on the Game Boy Advance video. Oh, I remember the Majesco digital video thing so well. Oh, I've seen this like a billion times. Does it upset you that I've probably watched Sonic X more on the Game Boy Advance video than any other platform?
Your childhood has just been misrepresented by a small screen.
And not even that, I wasn't wearing headphones, so I was listening through the Game Boy Advance SP speakers.
Oh, does it sound different? I wasn't even thinking about the sound.
The video quality.
It's so bit crushed.
There's probably a lot of like interesting technology behind this, because I bet this was hard to do.
It wasn't worth it.
Was it worth it?
It was not worth it.
So, what did you think about the humor? Like, do you think it held up? I thought it was pretty funny. Like, the jokes that he
didn't get around us or through us.
I thought it was charming and nice. What do you think?
Oh yeah, straight afterwards there was a moment that got me where it was like, "Don't tell me he got through you," and the cop is just like, "Okay, I won't." Holy crap! I don't know. It gets more cringy as I get older rather than just funny. The funny moments for me are like the god awful poses that Sonic's face.
Oh, he has the creepiest smile at some point. There's the smile he makes that just looks so creepy.
Yeah, as he's about to enter the pool. It's just, no, stop.
It's so crazy to think that this is the most recent 2D Sonic cartoon.
Is it really?
This is it. So crazy.
I mean, not including spin-off stuff for YouTube. For Sonic.
Yeah, no, that's obviously not that.
It's been 17 years, hasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. Something like that.
It's been 17 years!
A kid has been born and is now almost an adult. It's been that long.
I mean, aren't we born the same age? Our age, we were both 5 when this came out, right?
I was about to turn 6. So,
yeah, you were born in 98, right?
Yeah, I was born in the...
One thing that I don't really remember super well that I was reminded of watching this is how much I love the score. The music just sounds so nice. It fits the tone so well.
Yeah, I wasn't actually... when I was a kid, I didn't pay attention to it at all. For example, with the music... you mentioned a few times while we were watching it about the Gotta Go Fast intro. I didn't have that as a kid. I didn't have that at all. I was denied that. I had the European version, where it's literally saying the word Sonic X over and over again. But I thought it was cool. It was catchy.
Objectively, which one do you like more?
It's gotta be, gotta stick with European version. It's what I grew up with.
That's fair.
There's a Japanese one, but I don't remember it. I really don't remember how it even goes, how it even sounds like.
I'm not gonna lie. The Japanese Sonic X intro is super sweet, and I actually love the Japanese Sonic X logo. I actually want to get a tattoo of the Japanese Sonic X logo. I think it looks so good.
I think the word Sonic in Japanese just looks better, more natural.
I know, right? Let's just all switch to Japanese.
It's just interesting the different directions they decide to go in terms of music. Is the music in the Japanese version the same as well in the actual episodes, or?
What do you mean?
Sure.
I just sent it.
No, I'm not watching the whole episode again. I was just asking you if you knew whether the background music is the same.
Oh, the background music. I have no clue about the background music. Honestly, I've never watched it. I know it just has different subtitles and different things for kids change that make it better. But honestly, I've never gotten too much into the Japanese one.
It's different. It is different. The speed chase, for example, is just like the intro again in the background.
It definitely has a different score.
Yeah, it has a completely different feel.
The sound effects, I like it so much.
To be fair, it's the only reason why the Japanese version of the...
You know what? After this episode, I'm going to put a poll up on the Sonic Show Twitter whether I should do the next one in Japanese or the English one we should watch. Which one? Because I know people don't like the 4Kids one. Maybe the Japanese one might be better. I'll let the people choose. I don't really mind.
But it brings nicely to the point you were going to bring up about what was it? Chris's personality or something?
I never said it, but let's get into it. I like Chris, but we didn't see any personality this episode. He just picked up Sonic and he was like, "Hey."
Oh no, but it just reminded me that the Japanese version of Chris is portrayed far better than the West could ever do. It's
Really?
down to translations, and yeah, that's what I've heard.
I didn't know that.
In the West, he's just portrayed as this annoying kid, but in the Japanese version, he's a bit more understanding. They probably just didn't like the Japanese version, which was catastrophic.
I think they wanted to make it more relatable to kids in the West.
Yeah, which it didn't. It didn't work out.
Don't like him. I don't know. I think he's A-okay in my book.
I think he's one of the worst characters in the series.
A lot of people agree with you, dude. A lot of people
Yeah.
agree with you.
As I was younger, I was kind of on that lines of, why are you guys hating on this guy? But the more I listen to him, the more I'm like, please make it stop. Please stop talking.
I like him. He is relatable. They win. They won. I want to be Chris Thorndike. I want to be friends with Sonic. Why
You
can't
wanna
Sonic
be
be
Chris
my
Thorndike.
friend?
Why do you want to be Chris Thorndike? I'm interested to hear this.
He's got a cool shirt.
Oh my, I'm out. I can't deal with this. This is so cringe.
Do you think the world is ready for another Sonic anime?
Honestly, after so long, yeah, probably not from the same group though that made the original. I would say.
What? I think we should just not get 4 kids involved. Like, I think same group. Let's just like cut out the middleman. No 4 kids. Put it on Adult Swim. Make it extremely graphic.
Extremely. Is it?
Dude, what if we get
Sonic-
like a Netflix series based off the movie? I could see it happening. And 2D animated and in bad quality. Kind of like the Boss Baby one.
Oh, I see. I was just thinking, what, live action? Like, cause I don't know. I was like thinking that they would probably do it in this. The problem is, if they did it in a series, I feel like they're not gonna go back to Sonic X style stuff. It's just gonna be.
No, they wouldn't do that.
It's just gonna be memes, fourth wall breaking.
It's going to be Sonic, like Eggman, their little daily back and forth battles. There's not going to be like some continuous plot. It'd be some like cash grab, you know?
Yeah. And it's, you know what? And it's honestly, some Sonic fans are at fault for this because a lot of people complained about some of the story in Sonic X. Like,
Who was it?
Give
me their names. Who complained?
Literally, just probably
Who?
type in Sonic X on just name. I don't know. I just looking at names on Twitter. Go put Sonic X and you'll see. I know a few people didn't like the. See, I'm getting a bit too far ahead of myself. This is why.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Episode
explain
1.
myself.
What happened in this episode? This isn't like the whole Sonic X podcast. Come on. We'll get into that later.
Yes, I'm really gonna go into the story after 20 minutes of watching Sonic X.
I do want to say, I want to be positive. What was your favorite thing about this episode? Like, what? Because there were tons of moments I loved. I seriously loved this moment. I almost said show.
I think
I'm gonna do
I really enjoyed. I mean, to be honest, we had a good couple of moments when we were looking at the S team.
It was great. This show's great. Cisco,
Yeah.
I want to be positive. What was your favorite moment about this episode of Sonic X? Because I had so many. There's the part where he flies over. There's the part where he goes in the water. There's when he is like passed out, like, bruh, on the floor, and then he sees the truck lights. So many good moments. What was yours favorite?
I mean, honestly, I did point it out during us watching the episode where he flies off the bridge. That was a good, nice little shot, was it not?
Oh, that's a great moment.
But I don't know. Honestly, even though I disliked the face reactions of some of the Sonic poses that he did, it just makes you laugh inside about how bad.
He's a giddy. He's just like so charismatic and charming.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably because of his voice as well. It's just a different take on Sonic. Like back in the day, this guy was new on the scene for a Sonic voice because we were so used to hearing Ryan Drummond's voice. It's just like now you're just hearing someone that just sounds like he's surprised every single waking moment.
Well, one thing I want to point out isn't this the beginning of Mike Pollock Eggman?
It is. This is the first thing he ever voiced in, I believe, for Eggman.
Which I think, like, alone is just such a timestamp on the series. Like, it's just such a important point. Like, he's the only voice actor of any of this cast that's still around, right?
I wonder why, though, because, like, nobody had
He's so perfect. You can't. You can't. Not
listen,
Mike.
no one... No. Listen, no one ever had a problem with Jason Griffith, though, or any of the other voices, but for some reason they got chopped off. Then another bunch came and they got chopped off. Like, I don't know what it is, but
You can't switch it up too much. Listen, when you're doing an experiment, you have to have the control and like the different variables. Eggman is the control. He doesn't change. Even when he changed for the movie, we lost it, but turned okay. It was okay. Just don't do that in the games, or it won't be okay.
I mean, to be honest, the movie was, it was understandable. They needed big names for.
Yeah,
for,
I mean, you're going to use like live action Mike Pollock?
No, I can imagine that.
No, you need that. Get Jim in from BTS.
Oh my god,
the episode was corny. It did have its flaws. I love most of the corny moments, like the little faces he makes. It's so like, I don't know. I think it's corny in a good way. I would say the Sonic Adventure 1 ones where he's like, that's corny in a bad way. I think this is good corny. I love it. My belt is strapped on for this ride. I love Sonic X. I'm so excited. There's so much to cover. I love it.
Yeah, it was nice to watch this with you. To revisit this pile of I don't know what to describe that is Sonic X, and it just gets
goodness.
It just gets worse.
Goodness. And it just gets better, baby, until Cosmo comes in. Then downhill. All right.
Oh, my.
I'll see you next week. Sonic Show X, episode 2. Also available on all audio platforms. Go and listen to it. You can, if you don't like long stuff, let us know while you're driving. Call it Driving X.
Driving X.